What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Legend of the Five Rings tournament video for you. This time we are at 401 Games in Vaughan for the Way of the Rings casual tournament. We got myself, Rob, playing the Crane Clan against William playing the Phoenix Clan. And this is game number one recorded. Recorded a couple other games that should post soon on the channel, so stay tuned for that. They should be all up on Rob's Gaming Table in a playlist. So if you want more L5R, make sure you like this video, share it with other L5R fans, and make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Help support the channel. So looks like myself, the Crane player on the left, is going first. Got a Doji representative out there first to start. And as you see, if you heard, William made a comment there about me starting off with 3 holdings in play, which was rough. I actually saw the Imperial Palace there, the one that helps you get +3 on your side for glory, in the setup, and threw away a couple other cards, and I got back 2 more holdings. So that kind of sucks. I think I only had 5 in the deck, which was pretty harsh to see all 3 off the start. So I put the only character I have in play, and on the other side we have a Prodigy of the Waves, which I think is quite an awesome Phoenix card. While the Water Ring is claimed, you ready this character, which is claimed on both sides, so it doesn't just have to be the Phoenix player. And the Water Ring's a pretty hot ring to get taken as one of the first rings, usually, depending on if there's characters with Fate on them or not. And even later in the challenges, sometimes it's grabbed just to ready a character, so it's usually a popular one every round, so that character can definitely get some benefit out of it. So we have Embrace the Void put on as an attachment there. Looks like I popped to draw a card off that one holding and got a Artisan in play, or in my holdings there. Actually, face up. Why is it face up? I think I goofed up there.
That's pretty good.
But I use the Artisan Academy to show and admit defeat.
Any more pre-conflict? What's this one? Sorry. Whenever I remove a fate.
So yeah, just checking out what Embrace the Void does there. You play if you control a Shiginja character, then it has Interrupt when 1 or more Fate would be removed from attached character. Instead, move that to your Fate pool, which I didn't value as highly off the jump. With Phoenix, I'm more worried about pacifism, landing on one of my guys and just causing me trouble against Korimori, which I've had in the past. So I usually save my let goes, which I think we're both playing Banner Dragon in this matchup, if I recall correctly. And I didn't want to use a let go on it right away, but I believe I had one, and I totally disvalued that card. That is a great attachment, in my opinion. It definitely makes them back Fate, and it's free. So if it's somebody's wasting a let go on it, that's fine too, I guess. So I did make a mistake there. Disclaimer, this is a completely casual tournament. It's the 3rd of the intro tournaments that were held to launch the game. It's the 3rd one. And this was held the week before Christmas. And yeah, I showed up with a Crane deck. I hadn't played it in about a month or so. So we're all making a few mistakes here, I'm sure. So this is not a Worlds coverage, that's for sure. So expect some more casual fun mistakes. But I figured you guys might like some L5R video content. So I brought the cameras, and I just want to give a shout out to all the players there for having no problem playing on camera. All of them were very welcoming to it. So, yeah, thank you to all you guys if you're watching these. Much appreciated. So be nice to the guys in the videos in those comments below, you guys.
I'm assuming we're okay using the 6 packs.
And yes, as William just stated there in the video, we are using all 6 packs are legal, quote unquote, for this event. So, as you may have heard, Phoenix, after the 6 packs, is being considered one of the top factions for sure. And out of the 8 players that showed up for this casual tournament, 3 of them were playing Phoenix. 4 were actually playing Crane. I kind of wish I brought an extra deck so I could switch up and not play Crane. And we had 1 Crab. So only 3 factions were represented. So not a very diverse field out of the 8 players. So lots of Crane versus Phoenix that day for sure.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, that one's cool. Although I can't play it at all with this. Military, right? If you would like to switch my base stats, I'd be very okay with that, actually.
So it looks like I'm doing a Military Void here. I forget what the province is called, the one that switches your base stats. But we were just talking about it there. But that's what I ran into. And I'm making the jokes there, only having 1 military skill on my character and 3 political. I'd love for him to switch that around. And William, the Phoenix player, is playing a charge there.
Oh, no.
And bringing in Aisawa Atsuko. And it is a void conflict, so until the end of the conflict, each participating character you control gets +1 on each stat. And each participating character your opponent controls gets -1 on each skill value there. So a great player to charge in there on the void conflict. So I'm assuming that's the only defender he has in there. I don't think he declared Prodigy of the Waves as a defender. And remember, I had that Admit Defeat sitting there face up on my deck thanks to the Academy. So that is something I could use if I cared. I'm not sure if I have a Bonsai. I'm actually going to try it for Shame here. So Dishonor or Bow. And that Doji representative, I'm assuming, is a courtier character. Yep, there, I clarified it right there. Good man, Rob, good man. Helping us out, voice it over in the future a few weeks later. And he's going to take the Bow.
Oh, I'm Bow.
And against the Waves to ready a Shugenja. Just like that, he's back up and defending.
Can't really interrupt.
And Admit Defeat comes off the top of the deck. Defending alone does a little bow action there.
My action, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I will activate the
Of course.
ability.
So I'm
0.
So now I have 0 on the attack. He used the ability off of his Shugenja there to give me -1/-1 on my skill values. On the Doji representative.
a test of skill. I'll name event.
So we have a test of skill. I'm looking for an event off the top of my deck. I think I reveal the top 3 if I recall correctly.
There's 1, 2.
3. Oh,
All
that would
three.
be juicy.
And they're all events. Looks like a Bonsai, another test of skill, and a Court Games.
You discard the 3rd,
Or
right?
the 3rd.
So I'm going to take 2 to hand. I think the Bonsai and the Court Games are the right choice here.
Yeah, I'll just discard this.
Sometimes I like to chain the test of skills, but can't get too greedy sometimes. Those are both amazing cards, so test of skill I think is the worst out of those 3. Feel free to let me know in the comments below if you think that's completely wrong, but so I finally know the name of that province I ran into over there with that void conflict right now. It is the Along the River of Gold, for anyone wondering. You know, for those who were yelling at me, the name of it.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much print
Finally figured it out. Found the card.
or any attachments.
So it's for water roll only. It's a river, and it has action during a conflict at a water province. So it affects all water provinces, both sides of the board. Choose a participating character and switch that character's base military and political skill till the end of the conflict. And it looks like a Bonsai popped off there, spending an honor to do the double Bonsai. And we got a policy debate on the Phoenix side of things.
All right.
So mine's a 4. Political.
And it does not matter that his character is bowed, I believe. So he's saying it's 4 on his side.
Wow.
I don't think he uses Stronghold. I'm not sure how he buffed the glory there, but I believe that he did. So he's going through my hand. You can see the let go in hand there.
That is,
He's impressed by all my events.
Shitty dynasty though. That's the problem.
So you see Censure in there. I'm giving that one a try. I was trying to play a Crane deck before I came. I built it, I think the morning of or the day before. Just tried to basically net deck and then throw in some of the newer cards that I haven't played yet, just to give them a trial run. But I think that's holding there that gives the buff for the Imperial Palace was great. Great idea against Phoenix, especially since I got it early. It's limit 1 per deck, of course. You can't bet on it every game, but when you see it on the setup, you keep it, I think, in this matchup to try to get that Imperial favor on your side. For a couple of the cards in the deck, a lot of factions getting that Imperial favor sacrifice stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm done. Yeah, that's fine. I forgot.
So I do break the province, and I not gonna get him to discard it, just in case it's a keeper initiate hiding under there. I don't want to throw it in the discard pile.
So fade off this guy.
and I'll return the fate.
And he keeps a fate off that Embrace the Void attachment there. See there, it's already burning me that I didn't let it go. Really should have did it. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I do know what I was thinking. I was thinking of holding it for a more important attachment, but silly me. Silly me. Just giving him free money. So I do apologize too. Like I said, I hadn't played in a while, and this is a casual kind of intro tournament for new players. But I think we all knew what we were doing pretty much. But I do apologize for playing a little slow, or if any of us were playing a little slow. But like I said, this is not a super competitive level tournament here, so. But yeah, I should have about, I think 5 or 6 matches from this day recorded that I should post. Should post shortly. And as you can see, this one went a little over an hour. The TO running the store, they were a little short-staffed that day and got pretty busy. So he kind of wandered off on us and forgot to let us know time was up. So that's why this game goes a little long, which you may notice from the time stamps on the video there, the length of the video actually.
I'll pass in the second conflict.
So it looks like I'm passing on my second conflict. No conflict, got nothing there, nothing I'm bombing in to play out of my hand.
I'll give this glory.
And he's just going to buff his glory.
Okay. 4 mana 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we tie there.
And we tie on the favor, so nobody takes it. So that holding's not paying off yet. I guess it stopped him from getting it, but he had to actually stand his Prodigy of the Waves or keep him back just so he could stop me from getting the favor. I think it's after he saw that Censure in hand, maybe? Or maybe he has cards that he really needs it. I don't know, but
Goes.
looks like I keep the holding in play, though.
Discard this.
So I am at 10 honor, it looks like, and he's at 11.
Okay, I'm good. You're good. First player is not you.
Okay. Good.
And we see Aisawa Kade. Great card, in my opinion. Immune to opponent's ring effects. A Shugenja Void character, 3/4. 3 glory. While this character is attacking, the contested ring gains the Void element. This character wins a conflict as an attacker instead of choosing an element to resolve each of that ring effects. Pretty bomb character, in my opinion. And throws 2 fate on it. No hesitation there. And you see now he's got 2 Forgotten Libraries out in play. So he's going to start drawing cards like nobody's business. I got the Cautious Scout, the Whisper, and the Savvy Politician. All weenies. But that's okay. At least his characters this time and not a flood of holdings.
Pass.
And he's going to pass and take a fate. I'm going to keep it going. Get a cautious scout out there. Poke around. I guess it's kind of good to see your low-costed characters earlier in the game. Hopefully you'll run into the bigger ones later if you've saved up a bit of economy. And with the fate on the rings building up later in the game, it makes it easier, I guess, to get the bigger guys out. But I choose not to put any fate on any of these guys, so I'm not looking to keep them too long, I guess. Just going to cause some trouble with the weenie flood here. And he's got a 5 and a 4 coster on the board, so he's going for quality over quantity. Now it's time for the dials. He's going to do his 2 libraries there at the start of draw and get 2 cards right off the bat. We're still pretty close in honor. I don't think I'm too afraid of bidding high right now. But I think there's a point where he bids really low, trying to catch me off guard. And it kind of does slow me down a bit, I think. And yeah, there it is. 5 to 1. So I'm down to 6, just like that. So I may have to change my plans a little bit. Go after the air ring. Get my guys honored, hopefully, so when they leave play, especially with the Savvy Politician, if I can get that going, get 2 people honored and they leave, I'll get a couple honor back for that. I have enough guys that I should be able to block some conflicts and make sure they're not unopposed, but I know at this point I don't get too worried usually until I'm down to 3 or 4 honor. But I know I should be a little more scared against Phoenix. And I think one of the reasons why Phoenix is so good at this point, this is before their pack comes out, obviously, if you're watching this as it's posted. But if you're watching this down the road, the next product coming out is the Phoenix pack. But right now they're pretty good after the 6 packs in 6 weeks, the first cycle. Because I think it's the readying effects. Like they already had the event to help them ready a Shugenja, but now with this Prodigy of the Waves standing up after the water ring's claimed, just stuff like that, being able to use a single card multiple times in the phase, like getting it into multiple conflicts is huge. The fact they have that holding there that draws them cards. It's pretty good. It's been around for a while, but I think just all the pieces are coming together for that faction. They just have a lot of good stuff. Just generally good stuff now. So we got a water conflict coming in with Kade by herself and hits a Shameful Display, which is just what you want to see her run into as the Crane player here. Especially with her juicy 3 glory. I'm definitely going to put someone in so I can honor them. And it's going to be the representative. I don't know. Looking back from the bird's eye view here, watching this video later, maybe the Savvy Politician would have been the cooler play to get her honored here with Shameful Display and then honor someone else. So first action, Shameful Display. Select 2 characters, honor one, dishonor the other.
This one, right? Yeah. 1, 3, 4. I'm at 4.
Now the problem is at this point, I didn't know what Benton's Touch was. I mean, I knew of it, but I forgot that that's another awesome card that the Phoenix players have gotten a hold of. So that one is the action during a conflict, bow a friendly Shugenja, Phoenix Shugenja character. Choose a participating character you control and honor that character. I believe that makes an appearance in this matchup at some point, maybe a couple times. But him having the Shugenjas out there like that, or at least at Prodigy of the Waves, that he could bow to get rid of that dishonor. And then once the water ring is claimed, which it looks like it might happen right here, in this water conflict, he's then able to just ready that Prodigy of the Waves right back up. all of that doesn't really cost anything. I guess if you want to put an against the waves in that math there if you have to later. That's one fate, but Benton's Touch is free. And there it is, Benton's Touch.
Benton's Touch. During a conflict battle, friendly Shigenja character, choose a participating card to control, honor them. Yeah, that's actually, I have a cancel.
I have more honored characters.
More honor.
I have a cancel in hand. Voice of Honor says nope. And he tries it again, but it's actually my action here. And yeah, William realizes it. Pulls the card right back to hand.
Cost?
And he also forgot to bow his character before I cancel it.
Should've
So
one
I have to
bowed.
bow, I
Yeah,
have
and
to
then
bow
it'd be
one.
silly. Yeah, it'd be silly. You're right, you're right. Yeah, yeah. So you were bound to try to honor him, but then next time you'd have to bow him to
Bow
honor
another one,
that
yeah,
one.
yep.
And that's kind of silly.
So he's actually choosing to bow Kade to try to, which is,
Kinda
Play the
annoying.
second.
and now he's going to try the Benton's Touch again, which he does, and bows Prodigy of the Waves to get rid of the Dishonor. So now both his characters are bowed, but we know he has ways of readying them, which we were just talking about.
You have action before I can even.
And yeah, we realize that I have an action there. So we're going a little fast.
You bowed that one. Yeah, that's right.
And of course, I just let it go at first because, you know, I play Game of Thrones, and that's just kind of the way that game works. It's not really the back and forth.
I know you still have new emotes.
Yeah. I'll shut that down.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Mirror Modus Fury,
And that guy.
and I'm going to take down the Prodigy of the Waves,
I have nothing. Nope.
which I guess was attacking.
And hold on, I have.
And he's not going to use a second Benton's Touch.
It is a political.
Noble sack.
It is a political.
This is Noble Sacrifice in the cards right now. Did I get a hold of it? I usually play it in my Crane deck. I can't remember if it was in there that day, but yeah, I think it's all right. Just
Yeah, she's a 1 right now, political.
She's one.
He is a 5. Yeah, so we'll follow.
so we're gonna do a policy debate here. 4 on my side.
Right? 2 and 1. So there's an honor. You gain 1.
So I bid 2, he bid 1. I lose an honor.
The fun part.
I win the duel, and I go through his hand, and I get to discard 1 card from it. And sorry, yeah, it was a 5 on my side, starting before the duel. I forgot about the honor there, and it was a 3 regular. Okay,
Your action.
so I think I got rid of an Against the Waves there, or the Benton's Touch. I didn't see what it was there. I'm sure you guys might have caught it, but I looked down for a second.
If you move that, you can bomb that in. Yeah, I'll just pass that. Just take the ring. Unless you have anything. Nope. Oh, yeah, we both pass, right?
So I pass, I take the ring. It is now claimed. So now that the Prodigy of the Waves can use his action. But I mean, what are you going to do? And now it's time to go poking. Cautious Scout. I'm down to 5 honor now. So I have to be careful with these policy debates and the dueling happening, the low bidding on the other side, those forgotten libraries drawing him cards so he doesn't really have to bid high.
Pre-conflict.
Oh, sorry,
Second on bow, right?
And he's going to do the unbow action on the Prodigy of the Waves pre-conflict. Now, I don't know if I have what I need in hand to break here. I'm not sure if I'm just going to poke anyway, just to see what's there. But there's always that possibility you might break it, right? So if you have the like bonsai in hand, or even a katana, maybe they don't defend, maybe it just goes through. So I'm gonna try to get rid of the character if it breaks. And it's meditations, which is fine. My guys have no fate on them, so that's okay. But Cautious Scout blanks it anyway, so it kind of sucks. Wish I could have hit something more impactful. And now it's over to William for declaring defenders.
No defenders.
And he's going to put no defenders in, but he's got an action. He's going to jump in a Shrine Maiden, which is a 1/1 monk. Has a reaction after this character enters play. Reveal the top 3 cards of your conflict deck. Add each spell and each keyhole card revealed by this ability to your hand and discard the rest. So some nice card draw there. So the faction has great card draw, great events, and has abilities to stand their characters up. Yeah, that's I can see why it's just overall good stuff here, and why people are thinking Phoenix is pretty tight right now.
I'll pass.
So I don't know if that character is defending the conflict. Oh yeah, it is. He's going to throw a bonsai down. And he's going to do 2 bonsais. So it's a 5 on the defense.
5.
And 2 on the offense right now. And admit defeat. It's going to bow that monk down and make that bonsai not matter right now. And since it's not a Shugenja, I shouldn't have to worry about it standing right back up. I'm not bitter at all, I swear.
Pass back to you.
Fine katana attached on the Cautious Scout. Up to 4, now in break territory, just like that. Hopefully I can blow some more fate here. This Cautious Scout with the fine katana coming in, trying to break a province. Shout out to you, Darren Hazelton. This Cautious Scout attack is for you. And if you guys don't listen to Troll 5R, the podcast for L5R, I can understand why not. But if you have never heard of it, just kidding. If you've never heard of it, though, you should check it out. It's pretty funny stuff. But one of the hosts on there always talks about how Cautious Scout's good, and lots of people think he sucks. I'm kind of in the middle. He does what he does. He's good. I've been playing him in my Crane decks since the beginning. All right, we got to let go on my fine katana. Made him burn a let go. Not too shabby. Am I going to break, though? I'm going to pass, though. So maybe no break. But at least I know where Meditations is. And with that air ring, I'm going to gain 2 honor, so I'm back up to 7. Feeling a little safer. And claimed another ring. Which hopefully can help me get that damn favor away from the Phoenix player before he gets a hold of it. Which is usually inevitable with all their high glory characters and their readying effects. And he's going to take another run at Shameful here with the fire ring on a military. Shameful has already been triggered this round, so it can't go off again. So he should be pretty safe running against it. He wants to get rid of that holding very bad. That holding has a +2 province strength, so it's actually making a 5 needed to break. And he is going to come in military fire, looking to re-honor his Kade, I'm sure, with that fire ring, is what he's planning to do. Unless he's trying to dishonor me. I mean, I got pretty low on the honor, so if he has a longer game plan of dishonor, this fire ring would help with that, I'm sure. Help even out that Doji representative leaving with an honor on it. With the, honor token, he can get rid of that. And it looks like no defenders.
Supernatural Storm.
And Supernatural Storm. That is... So you choose a participating character. It gets +X on both stats until the end of the conflict. X is equal to the number of Shigenja characters you control, which is 2. So you just gave a 2/2 bump to that Prodigy of the Waves. And I just let it go through. I lose the honor. I don't even bother defending. And he's going to discard that holding. And we both have a chuckle. We know he was going for it. And I just let it through. So we did use that fire ring to get that dishonored off of Kade there. And now he's all bowed out. He does have 3 fate left though, but so do I. I have a Savvy Politician and that Doji Whisper, I think it is under the glare, which I do apologize for. Try to find the best spots to record with the least glare in the store. Sometimes it's a little tough. As you guys know who have watched the channel for a while, I usually do a pretty good job, but sometimes it just sneaks in there, especially at the large conventions. We have no control over it. I need to start investing in giant umbrellas or something. All right, going back at meditations. With a political void, politician, and whisperer coming in to tag team that province. 5 skill on my side for political right now. Looking to break. He doesn't have anything in play, but we know he's playing conflict characters. So far, we've seen that monk jump into play. I still have my stronghold ready there, which I can use to bow somebody if they're 2 political skill or less. He's going to put no defenders, no actions. And I guess I should just pass and break. But what am I doing? But I'm going to do a court games. I need some honor. So I'm going to honor both of them in the conflict. Just in case an assassination's coming. And just to get some honor back, might as well. Turn that court games card into a couple little red honor tokens for me to survive a little longer. Draw some more cards next round. And Miyamoto's Fury is going to bow down the Whisperer. And I'm at 3, so not in break territory anymore. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I just pass and broken there? Or? He's going to pass. No break. So I'm going to take a fade off Kade. And he loses an honor for the unopposed. 3 rings against 1 right now.
Nope.
Okay. So, favors.
So I do get the favor, even with the Palace leaving play there. My weenies dominated and took all the rings, except for 1. Just kidding. Alright, so I get the 3 honor there. All my characters leave play. And he has to take the last fate off Kade, but she's just standing there by herself. And got rid of that Prodigy of the Waves, and that Embrace the Void are gone now. So hopefully I flip some good stuff here. Hopefully it won't be any holdings anymore for the rest of the game. But there's still a chance there could be 1 or 2, I think. And I think I have 10 fate to start here. And he's deciding whether he wants to discard anything. And he's not. He's going to keep it. He's going to keep those 2 Forgotten Libraries, just drawing him cards. Oh man, I got a holding again. But I got my clan champ.
Just no fate on
And we see the Artisan.
resolution.
Only when you're attacking, right?
Only when she's attacking.
Can we see your discard?
Yeah,
So it looks like I have the Silver Tongue Magistrate out there, the newer card, giving that a try. Pretty good character. While this character is attacking each other character that has no fate on it, does not count its skill towards the resolution of the conflict. But he's been doing a pretty good job putting fate on characters. But I mean, Kade is sitting there with nothing on it, so that'd be pretty good. And I'm kind of looking at what provinces are hiding under these characters to see who I want to leave back, because maybe he'll run into that one next. So I put the clan champ out there. Throw 2 fate on it. Let's dance. Finally get a big guy out on the board. And she's pretty good. If I can get that air ring off on political attacking, I can double trigger it to get, some honor back up there if I lose some. Depending on what happens here with the bidding for draw. And who's he put into play there? That is a haughty magistrate. 2/2 Bushi Imperial Magistrate. While this character is attacking, characters with lower glory than this character do not count their skill towards the resolution of the conflict, and it's a 1 glory character to start, but great synergy with the Stronghold out of Phoenix, being able to buff up the glory to 3 very easily. I like the theme behind these magistrates, kind of saying no, you don't when they're in conflicts. Attacking, I believe, always, but kind of fun little theme. But I go for the Artisan instead, it looks like. And he throws the Yojimbo out there. When the effects of a triggered ability target a Shugenja you control, you can cancel them.
How many cards in your hand?
7.
Looks like I passed and took the fate this round. And I go 5. He goes 3. I ain't even scared. I got my honor back up there and decided I'm just gonna spend that honor in card draw, and he went 3, so it didn't hurt me too bad.
Yeah, 12 cards.
12.
12 cards in hand. Feels good. Kind of reminds me of the days of Game of Thrones, the card game, first edition, or playing Warhammer Conquest, the other LCG, where you kind of could just draw bananas and go crazy. But with Game of Thrones second edition, my basically primary LCG, it's built into the game a draw cap kind of, or a hand limit, I should say, each round if you guys don't play that game. You're kind of thinned out on the hand. I mean, you can draw as much as you want during the round and get tons of cards in hand, but you'll seem to, if you do that, you have to usually discard at the end of the round down to whatever your plot card you chose at the beginning of the round is, and usually it's pretty good balance there. But in in this game, you can seem to go nuts unless you're playing as Dragon, obviously running into their holding or their province. Sorry, it's basically like running into a Dragon province at the end of every round when you play Game of Thrones: The Card Game Second Edition.
Military, Earth,
Except for you know it's coming.
Artisan.
Should be clear on that.
Favors on political, right?
So I'm coming in with the Artisan for a juicy 0 strength military Earth. Trying to see what's under that first forgotten library there. We are tied at 1 broken province each. I've seen one of his other provinces. He hasn't seen any of mine yet. He is going to defend with the Ajimbo. So 0 on the attack. And
Yep. Oh, sorry, I have to review.
oh, we got Shameful Display.
Okay. So he's defending. Defense.
Which I can see why he threw a defender in front there for sure. Get that extra honor and dishonor going. Off of Shameful Display. But I'm okay with the dishonor hitting that Artisan. That's not too bad. Now, if I have a charge and I can get that Magistrate in there, that'd be pretty juicy, since he has no fate on the defender. But do I have that? I don't remember.
So it's 1 to 4 right now.
Oh, 5, right? 5?
Oh, you're military, right?
Yeah, military.
So it's 0 to 5.
Yeah. Dangerous. She's dangerous. I'll do this action.
Sure.
So I pop the holding there to draw a card.
I'll pass.
And he's going to pass since he's winning on the defense. Might as well.
I don't know how much one wins.
So I think I'm debating here whether I want to actually put anything more into the conflict. I mean, she is defending alone there.
I'll pass.
No, it looks like that's it.
Okay. I get the ring?
Just feel like there's no purpose in throwing more into that conflict. She did her job. She went in there to basically poke at a province, see what's under there, and she even got a defender in front of it, which is not too shabby.
Pass as well.
I think there was a fate on the ring, too. That was another reason. I just wanted to run that in there, steal the fate, so he didn't get it. Didn't care much about the Earth ring. Obviously, with the 68 cards I have in my hand right now, I don't care about an Earth ring. It does hit the opponent's hand, though, too, which can disrupt some plans, so it's not bad either way. No matter how big their hand is, it can still screw around with the opponent, which I like the Earth ring for that. he's going military fire, it looks like. He wants to honor his dues. Use those big glory pumps on them to make them huge and start smashing provinces.
That's tough.
It looks like he's hesitating here. He's not sure if he wants to go that route. We see an assassination in the Phoenix player's hand. Doesn't do much right now, but he's going to come in with the magistrate.
Just him. Just
Trying to get rid of my magistrate. And he hits meditation, so I get rid of that fate off that character. Don't have to deal with the next round. That's not too shabby.
defenders.
So no defender is going to use meditations to take off the fate.
This is my first action.
Feels good, feels good. And he needs 4 to break, and he's sitting at 2 on the attack.
So no defenders. You did
And
ability.
action, so it's here you go.
So if you haven't seen any of it, we did put up a bunch of videos from L5R at Worlds 2017, also from Gen Con, and some casual tournaments in between there. So lots of Legend of the Five Rings content on the channel already. So if you haven't seen any of that, just go to Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube and check down the playlist section. You should see those playlists scattered between there. We also do lots of tabletop gaming content in general, some playthroughs of different board games and card games, different player counts, trying to show people what these games play like. And also lots of Game of Thrones, the card game coverage. If you're interested in that game, you're in the right place.
Benten's.
And here we go, Benton's touch. Sorry.
During conflict, friendly Shigenja's honor.
So I think he's going to try to bow Kade here and honor the magistrate to put her at 3. And I'm okay with Kade going down. That's not bad. And then he's going to do the glory pump to put it in breaking range here. So 5 strength now. Not much I can do there, but see all these Phoenix cards just working together like that. It's quite beautiful, actually. So of course he discards the magistrate off the top, and Hotaro's dishonored. Since his characters aren't going to stick around, he doesn't want to honor Kade. And I'm going to honor Hotaru with Way of the Crane.
Any pre-conflict?
Negate the damage of the fire ring there. And I think he's got another Against the Waves, looking to stand up with Shigenja. I think he decided not to play the event there, but now I know he has it. I don't know if that was on purpose. Kind of trying to get into my head. So now I got to keep that in mind that I'm going to get some opposition here most likely on this conflict. But if I can still win, that's all I want to do with Hotaru usually. I mean, if she can break, that's great. But if I can double trigger a ring, to me, that's like, I'm okay with that.
Stand the guy. 3, 5 on your side.
I got to keep revealing those provinces. I got to remember he's got Banner Dragon, so that Miyamoto's Fury. I don't think he can hit Hotaru since I have... Yeah, I don't think he can hit her yet. But I'm going to go at Shameful since it's already been triggered this round. And hopefully smash through that. And going with the air ring so I can possibly double trigger it and maybe rack up 4 honor to get myself back in that safe zone where I can just bid, 4 or 5 next round again. Just keep drawing.
Yes.
Oh, and I have the favor in there. Almost forgot about that. So I'm coming in with 7 on the attack. But he might want to not ready a character, not have to worry about this conflict, and maybe want to come in on the attack. So he might be okay throwing this one away. He's going to go no defenders.
Okay, your action.
And he's going to pass. So the air ring's not going to do much to hurt him. I'm looking through my hand there. I should just pass. I don't need to spend anymore.
Dirty. I see what's happening. You got 2 fates.
Yeah, no defenders. He's got 2 fate left. You hear me mumbling about it there. I realize what's going to happen. Display of power. So, I mean, so Taro's not going to get any of that stuff, I don't think. Because I think she only triggers when you claim the ring, and display of power lets him claim the ring. At least I'll break a province, which is not too bad.
I'll also pass. So, reactions.
With him having 2 honored characters out there, there's no way I can cancel with that. But I do have
Claiming the ring. Yep, you got it.
I do have the favor, so my censure would cancel it.
Trigger it. Yep.
So I do have that as an answer. So I think that's why I was okay with it there.
10. Okay. I lose 1 for undefended. Break.
And, oh yes, break and discard.
So nice break and discard. Get rid of one of those forgotten libraries.
Pre-conflict.
Pass,
Attempt to unbow.
So he's going to stand up Kade and censure.
Yep.
So I realized I was going to lose the favor anyway there, I think.
Pass.
So I figured just burn the censure. Might as well.
My second conflict. You still have 1 more conflict, right? No, you
No,
did both.
no, I didn't. Yeah.
Okay. Attempt to cloud.
So he's going to play Cloud the Mind on Doji Hutaru there.
No, that's fine.
Okay. I got nothing else.
So favor is you, I believe, right?
Yes. I'll take political.
And he takes the favor, keeps it on political.
It's gone. I lose an honor.
And I'm going to take a fade off Hutaru. And he's going to clear his board and take a couple of honor.
I gain 2.
I lose an honor there for the dishonored artisan leaving play.
Discard.
You have 12. 12 fate.
Yeah, fine.
Wow. Banked a lot.
Yeah, just that Earth Ring, grabbing that Earth Ring with 2. I was like, I didn't want to do it, but I'm like,
Oh, 2 fate was on the Earth Ring. That's why I did that. Okay, that makes sense now.
any better rings to try.
Let's try to get that money. Hopefully, I can draw into something else to help Hutaru out there.
You're good.
Guest of honor.
First.
That's what I like to see.
Okay, again.
I'll put. Sorry, let's put 1.
Also, you see Yoshi out there too. I can't afford getting them in play. I got 12 fate.
Phoenix too strong.
And somehow he's got another Prodigy of the Waves in play. It's back. And guest of honor right away. Where were you earlier in the game when he's playing all those damn events? I'd like to keep those locked up in hand. Hopefully that's what happens going forward. It's definitely a hard answer there for the Phoenix player, the guest of honor.
Wait, 3 prodigies? He brought 3 prodigies. Oh god. Yeah.
What's that other character he put out there? Soko Suki? Courtier, Scholar, Shugenja, and Water. Reaction after the Water Ring is claimed. Choose a Scholar character. Honor that character. This whole water theme out of Phoenix is pretty cool. And Yoshi's out there with a Fate on him too. Guest of honor with a Fate. I got 2 provinces broken across the table, 2 provinces broken on my side. Meditations is revealed. I could run at the other one.
I'll draw one. You're at 9.
So I spent all of my fate.
Oh, 9 honor. Yes, sorry.
I'm hoping to close it out here this round or next, looks like. And I bid 3, he bids 4, so I actually get an honor.
Oh, look at that. 3 conflicts, sir.
Another Embrace the Void back on the Prodigy of the Waves. So he's going to be able to keep that fate if I don't get rid of that. And by now I should figure out that's pretty much the only attachment he's really playing. And that Let Go. But I mean, I didn't use it on the Cloud of the Mind. Maybe I don't have one. Maybe I drew into one just now. But obviously I'm not going to use it until it's absolutely necessary.
Okay.
So Phoenix player Williams going first here. We've passed on the pre-conflicts. He has the favor, +1 political. He might have to play defensive here, but he could always use a Prodigy and then ready it if he's got, if he claims, as soon as the Water Ring's claimed, which the Water Ring does have a fate on right now. It's a nice juicy target, but I did put 1 fate on a lot of my characters, so the bowing doesn't really matter too much, but I guess the Artisan's there. So he's going to do a military water, and he reveals Manicured Garden.
You gain 1 for being air.
Did you forget? No, you didn't trigger any
Wow,
of
that's a first.
So I remembered the Seeker trigger there for once. I usually don't. So I revealed an air province and get the fate. Now, do I defend? Looks like Yoshi's going to go in there on the defense. No, maybe not. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to defend with Yoshi. Not sure why. I think the idea is I don't want to have the province broken. I don't want to lose that 3rd province. I want to have him try to spend some cards here so that I can hopefully get my conflicts through after. And maybe not lose an honor here. I don't know. And obviously I don't have the Imperial Favor, so I can't trigger Yoshi's ability while he's participating. Looks like I cannot make a decision. I apologize. But yeah, no defenders. I'm just going to let it go through. I'm not worried, but I'll gain a fate off Manicured Garden. And he's going to use the Supernatural Storm to give 2 for the Shigenjas, or to buff that character up by 2 on both skill values based on him having 2 Shigenjas out there.
Okay. Pass. Breaking. Yep. Score. Yep.
And I pass, and it breaks.
For no defender.
I lose an honor,
And we'll trigger the Water Ring.
and he's going to bow the Artisan.
Trigger her. Honoring a Scholar.
And now he's got the Water Ring, so he honors a Scholar.
Let's see if I have any keepers.
And the Prodigy Waves bows after the conflict, but we know he can ready right back up.
Okay. Pre-conflict.
Thanks. There you go.
I'll unbow.
And of course, he's going to unbow the Prodigy of the Waves pre-conflict here. Why bother doing it later when you can do it now? So I think if we were paying attention to time, I know we had, I believe the TO wanted 55-minute rounds for some reason. I don't know. Should have went 60, but we went 55, and nobody seemed to complain. But yeah, it's already been an hour. We lost track of time. I think all the games were still going at this point. And yeah, so if it did end like 5 minutes ago, I think he would have taken it because he has the favor and he has more honor than me. So I definitely would have lost. But we're slugging it out here until we notice. So I hit his manicured garden, it looks like. And I guess the Vaughan is coming in on the attack. Political fire. He can't play events. He's going to take a fate as his first action. He's defending with his scholar there for 4, I think. So court games, I get rid of the honor off of it. So now it's back down to 2 on the defense, 4 on the offense. And hopefully he doesn't have a way of buffing it up again and I can use my stronghold to bow it. Which I should do, and I hope I recognize that.
4 to 3. Favor.
Oh, yes, favor.
And he does have the favor, but it's separate from that character skill, so I can use my stronghold to bow still. Which I should do. But do I want to save it for a future conflict? I don't see a reason to. Should probably do it and possibly break. Assuming that Suki there is the only defender. So dishonor or bow. And he's just going to bow because he probably realizes my stronghold's not being used. And it's going to get bowed either way. And so that was a dumb play on my part. I think it's because I couldn't really use my stronghold pretty much all game that I noticed. And I probably just kind of forgot about it was a thing, since all of his characters have pretty good political skill, actually.
Losing. I'm going to lose.
And we get an ornate fan out there.
Avenge his honor. Yes, avenge me. No, this is not looking good at all. Voice of honor, I can't do anything. Oh, guest of honor, I can't do anything. So you got 6?
Yep.
Looks like you're breaking.
Yeah.
That was the big regret in my game.
So now I have 6 fate against his 1 from the favor. So I break.
I have a defender. I will dishonor. You already used his thing, right? To stand him?
Yeah. It's already
And that's a Shugenja, so you can play the event still.
Do I honor one of my guys or dishonor? I think I'm going to dishonor the Prodigy of the Waves here. Which I don't know if the best call. Maybe I have no voice of honors and I don't think I'll get any. But it would have been nice to honor one of my guys. But at least this way it makes it harder for him to break my stronghold. And if he doesn't attack my stronghold right now, it makes him weaker on the defense. So I might be able to smash through on his stronghold.
You have military left, right?
Yes.
At what point is the right move for me to switch to Fleet Slash to access know the world? So, yeah, wandering. Now you're playing for an error. Yeah. It does really mess you up. Or if it's like 0,
Not good at all.
So now it's over to his conflict. If he wants to do one, he may pass.
just don't defend.
If he's worried about his what's under his stronghold.
That way no one wins the war. I was like, oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Which I'm assuming is Korimori. But I'm not good with the elements on each province. You guys might know if that's even a possibility based on what's been revealed.
Pre-conflict, I don't have anything.
I pass.
And I will...
He's going to pass his second conflict over to me.
So I have
Now the decision's in my court here. Which, I like being aggressive, as you see. I just let my provinces break and I don't even cry. Just come in and smash back. Which may not be the best way to play. Alright, so I take the Void. I want that Fate.
Sorry, with both these.
And Hotaru and Yoshi are coming in together. And I hit an entrenched position. What is this? Not expected. But I actually need 12 to break. Obviously, military is not my strong suit. And I knew I might not break with those two guys, but it's worth the shot, so might as well throw both of them in. Last conflict of the round. And I can get rid of a Fate off that Prodigy of the Waves, hopefully, if I win it.
So you're either saving them for favor or business, or some effect, maybe.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11 cards in my hand right now.
You use the voice. Oh, sorry, wait.
Do I have katanas? Do I have a bonsai? Do I have anything else that can get me into breaking territory? I doubt it. I'm only at 5 right now. I need 7 more. And I hope he doesn't put anyone in on the defense.
First action.
And I think he goes no defenders. Wow. And if I can't break, I should probably just stop where I am. But I do have a bonsai.
Putting you at.
Am I going to do it on 1 on each? I'm going to do it all on Hotaru. And he's going to cancel it, actually. And I think he cancels it, like, the whole thing here. So I should get that honor back.
5, 0.
You don't lose an honor because I sent through the first one.
Yeah, he's gonna cancel it completely. So I don't even get to the second trigger.
He doesn't get to the second
That's fine, that's fine.
activation.
So kind of a wasted bonsai. But I mean, I don't think I need that bonsai next round. I just need to run into that thing political, where I'd only need 7 to break next round, and I'm going first. So I think I'm okay here. I just stop playing cards, Rob. Just stop.
Lower. I have libraries.
Just need to get that Fate off the Prodigy of the Waves. Be happy with that.
I kept bleeding honor.
Sucks that, I mean, Cloud the Mind's not really doing anything. Hotaru can't really double trigger it. There's only 1 Fate on the opponent's character, so it doesn't matter too much. And let go on Embrace the Void. So when that Fate goes, I finally catch on. I don't want him gaining that Fate back to help him next round, since he's sitting on 4 right now, and I'm only on 3. So, I mean, he can fuel his board, but I mean, if I still have Hotaru, Yoshi, and the Guest of Honor next round, I'm okay. Since they all have a Fate on them still. And me taking the Void Ring right now, I guess he's got no more conflicts anyway, but I was going to say, me taking the Void Ring prevents him from having it, and removing any Fate off my guys. And the fact that I danced around Meditations on the Tau and don't have to deal with that, it should be okay. And he's passing. I passed too, I think. And
Obviously, no break.
I will display.
and he has a display of power. Ah, I'm an idiot. So no Fate off the Prodigy of the Waves. Now it's up to him to remove Fate off somebody. And he does it off Hotaru, which she's clouded already. And I'm okay with that. And he didn't do it on the Guest of Honor with the fan on it, which I was shocked at. And I was totally okay with. You saw me quickly take that Fate off and just go with it. She was actually kind of my weakest character out of the 3, I think, having the Cloud the Mind on her.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is 1 less body on my side, though, which is not the greatest. And William played very well to that point. He made that one mistake, one fatal mistake, I think. That Guest of Honor, it just caused him so much trouble. And he was complaining about it out loud. And here it is, still on the board, ready to face him. I think you'll hear him realize it in a bit, if I remember. All right, fresh provinces all around here. Here we go. Clan Champ on the Phoenix side. And some cheap and mid-range characters on my side. Finally saw his Keeper Initiate. Too little too late, I think. But still can make a play here. I think this is the final round, so stick around. It's almost done. Thanks to all who stuck around this long, or those who put it in 2 times speed on YouTube to get here faster. Who didn't want to skip through the boring parts? I totally understand. So savvy politician out there now.
Our last round, would it?
I think so. I don't know what game we're at though.
I don't think it's bad.
And yeah. All right. Now we realize that we're not being watched. We may have gone over on time, and I think we've agreed this is just going to be the last round.
1 hour 17 recording. We probably started after like 5 minutes after I started recording. Only like 15 minutes over. We're good. It's all good.
Skooning comes out.
But like I said, it's a casual event. We're okay with it. I mean, it's still a tournament. We were doing Swiss rounds, 3 Swiss rounds, I believe, and there was prizes from not only this kit, but they had leftover prizes from the previous kit, so they were actually giving out a bunch of extra stuff. So we actually walked away with quite a bunch of those Alt-Art Clan Champ cards. Everyone walked with at least, I think, 2 of them, if not 3, from this event. So it was all right. So he's got Shiba Sakuni out in play there now. His Clan Champ with a Fate on it. I'm deciding not to put a Fate on anything. But I think he does, though, because he's got to watch out that I don't just come in with the Water Ring and bow down his Clan Champ. So it makes sense why you'd put a Fate on her.
I'll pass.
And a sack Yoshi there to give him a Fate. He's passed, took a Fate. And I have extra Fate there. I might as well just go all in. Doji Challenger. So it's interesting if you caught there that I've seen its entrenched position. I just need political bodies, and I flip into like an Arishima there, a Brash Samurai, Doji Challenger, I guess would be considered, kind of a military character. I know she's even on skill, but she's one of my military bodies, I guess. And of course I draw into like 3 of my military guys right after that, when all I need is some political strength. And he's got an Adept of the Waves out there now. So I just need to basically throw as much political as I can into the Stronghold, using the Guest of Honor to stop him from playing events. Assuming he just doesn't play Cloud the Mind on her. And we go to the draw step here. I don't think it's going to matter too much. I'm sitting at 9 honor. So 4 and 4 on both sides. No honor, switches sides. And he wants to take a look through my discard pile to see what I might have left to play.
Oh my gosh, and Crane has first turn.
I'm hoping. I'm going to go for it here. Pre-conflict. Let me see. I will.
So I'm going to do Way of the Crane here, pre-conflict, on the Savvy Politician to give her an honor, and then bounce an honor over to Yoshi.
Well, at least I looked at the L section.
They might have it in the back.
That's something cool. See at the back.
Play all your cards. Drop them all down. Yeah.
And there's that Cloud the Mind on Guest of Honor. So maybe that's why he kept it around and got rid of Doji Hitaru instead. He had a way of dealing with it. But I have a let go that says, no, you don't. And he's going to let go of the fan. So no attachments for the Guest of Honor for now.
Oh, I am man.
So now looking back, keeping that let go that I didn't play earlier on the Embrace the Void, the first one that he was gaining fate off of, yeah, Cloud the Mines are an attachment worth saving Let Go for, now that I look back at it. So yeah, that definitely helped out here. And good thing I didn't waste it on the Doji Ataru earlier. I don't see a point in taking it off of her unless, you know, you can get her ability off. And then sometimes, depending on the ring, a double trigger on the ring doesn't even do you anything like we saw earlier. Where if I were to double trigger it, he only has one guy with Fate on it, so it doesn't even matter.
You can only defend with 5.
And he's going to concede. He knows I can just run in on his stronghold. And it's all the guest of honor. Thank you to the guest of honor. Thank you to everyone watching. Like I said before, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We've got lots more Legend of the Five Rings, a living card game coming up on the channel. So stick around for that. You can hit that little alarm bell notification beside the subscribe button to be notified when videos go up or when we go live. Thanks to everyone who donates to the channel on patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. You saw their names scroll by there on the video. You can donate also by clicking the link in the description below if you want to help support the channel, help us improve, show a little love, appreciate the work I do here. But either way, thanks a lot for just being here and watching. I appreciate it. And click like on these L5R videos if you want to see more. It also helps other people find them. All right, thanks a lot. See you in the next video.